Okay, so we can see the levels going up there. Cool. Guys, I'll always chop all that off before compressor.
Just gonna check our levels. 1, 2.
Mommy, mamo, mama, mommy.
Definitely lower for the guys at the end of the table, but it's not going to be too bad. All right.
I'll just speak louder.
Louder and sadder.
I'll just play my mute character and not speak.
I'll just speak louder and in a more condescending tone.
Okay, so you got new invocations?
I got a new invocation, which I was going to take. I'll take the Maddening Hex. I get another one at the next level anyway. So
At 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I got one at 7, and then you get another one at 9. So.
Okay.
And so I took 2 new spells, and I changed out 2 of my old spells, which is how that works.
Yep.
And I maxed out my charisma. So I'm now, 20 charisma.
Nice. Awesome. There are ways of getting it higher, but then that has to be through
Books and shit.
Yep.
I saw a thing today, and I was thinking about it. It's like, obviously not exactly, but like the sort of idea of how Leland acts and like how he's like personality wise. He's Archer.
He actually is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I took a feat instead.
Oh, because you at 8 you would have got enhancement. Yep.
Yeah, so I took Dual Wielder, so I can wield 2 rapiers.
Takes away the light requirement, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
It's a baller look.
So the dagger stuff, I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. I'm using the rapier more than the dagger and stuff like that.
Steadily heading towards a Dritz image going on here.
Original character, do not steal.
Well, first it's the lady. Secondly, these are rapiers, not scimitars. God.
And they haven't been named yet. Are they the names of his 2 swords? I can't remember the name
I
of
don't know either. You got Whisper and I got Silence for my life stealing one.
Yep.
I guess the other rapier I just buy, I'll just be rapier until it gets magic.
My magic item's name is Roderick.
And James,
Hi.
your 2 level ups.
I became.
You did it.
Yes!
Now we have a real healer in the group.
But yeah.
I only have 3.
Yeah, can we invite someone who can be a cleric? We haven't had one yet.
You got like a passive thing that does healing though, right? It's not a thing that bards get.
They get,
when you're taking a shot.
yeah, when you take a short rest, you get an extra D6 of healing, I think.
So I haven't been making use of this. I'm gonna going forward. I think we should be taking long rests more because I get all my spell slots recharged on a short rest. We just haven't been taking.
No, it's hard to do short rest though, because it's still like a...
Well, now.
Yeah, it's still like a decent amount of time. And a lot of things we've been doing, I've been like, we have to keep moving.
Yeah, no,
And
it made sense while we were in the crater.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but we just don't.
Yeah, short rest is good because allow you to use your hit dice.
Mm.
And bring that back so we can use the
Which I think
8d8.
with only essentially a level 2 healer, that is going to be a little more of the case.
I mean, it takes a day, dude. And you only get like your hit dice back 1 per long rest. So it takes a lot. If you use up if you take a big fight, we use up all the hit dice to heal up in a short rest. The next day after long rest, we have 1 hit die left. Not all that. It actually takes. It's a good
Take a
short
while to build
burst,
back up
but it
again.
takes a long time to
A
build back
level
up
up
again.
refreshes them all back again. As soon as you level up, you get them all back +1. But
I'm learning so much.
But yeah, you use them up and then you just recover them one at a time.
Did you write down like all the healing potions and shit that
Yep.
we got?
You've got 3 potions of healing, just the standard ones, 2 graded potions, and 1 superior. You also got 2,000 each.
We should write down those healing potions.
Do you want to just one the?
I now have 2,000 gold.
That was so because James wasn't here for the last one. That was a lot of the rewards for the getting back to the town. So they can go.
Did we tell you what happened?
Nope.
You want to know?
Nope.
It was actually pretty interesting.
Sure, go for it. While I look up potions. So we were scarpering from the collapsing thing. Like the purple worms were eating through the cave as we were escaping.
Multiple purple worms.
Yep, I said worms.
Yes, 2. I wanted to highlight the floor.
Kevo went back for the quartermaster, who killed one of the purple worms by himself with fire,
Yeah,
and his canaries turned into golden dragons.
cool.
Mm.
That's a little more impressive than canary. How do you have canaries if you can have golden dragons?
Well, he wasn't going to listen. Spoiler. And then so all the rest of the people from the encampment went off ahead of us, and we were sort of like the rear guard.
Yeah.
And then the other purple worm burst out of the ground in front of us, and we could either run away or create sort of a diversion for the rest of the people getting away.
So you ran away.
We fought the purple worm, and canonically, your guy was guarding our two prisoners and making sure they didn't get away while the rest was fighting. That's why you weren't doing anything.
Is it looked like a brave rearguard action? In reality, it was just in the way.
It was like, ah!
So,
And
we'll go that way.
and we all very much almost died.
Yeah.
We all in turn got eaten by the purple worm,
That was good fun.
and then spat back out again. I failed 2 death saves,
Oh yeah.
and then the quartermaster came and helped us and sent more golden dragons to attack the worm. And then after the fight, he sort of was impressed with what we did, and then the quartermaster transformed into a giant platinum dragon.
Cool.
Because he's Bahamut.
Cool.
And he flew us. And then we got back to the Londinium, and sort of all of the Roman forces were leaving.
Not all of them, but a
Good chunk
portion
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah. And we sort of got brought before the council, and so then we had our little the parlor scene where we explained everything, and then we sort of explained it that shapeshifty was responsible for it all and mind wiping people, and then we sort of read the minds of all the council members in order, and they all had blank spots in their memory corresponding to
Chickens and things.
yeah. So we sort of figured that the not a dwarf was abducting and brainwashing and replacing, body snatching.
Cool.
And they gave us a big thing. This is me just tramping all over Ryan's storytelling just for the thing. And they gave us a chest full of gold and potions.
Yay, money.
And
A bunch of potions, and 10,000 was just split 5 ways.
And Bahamut was very impressed with us and said he may have work for us in the future. Although
He
he's called
also-
Nidhogger to the Norse people.
He's known by a lot of names, but for the
Sky.
Norse Needhogger.
Skyblade?
Skyblade was one of them.
Skyblade? I know, I call him Skyblade.
Fizzman is another one, which is the one that Mitch realized.
Yeah.
When I mentioned the other day, a old man with seven canaries, he knew who I was talking about straight away, because that is straight out of Dragonlance.
I looked up Bahamut on Wikipedia or a wiki, and it explained that in there as well.
So that was fun. I heard about him on a podcast, and I went, well, you guys are heading to a mining site. The guy with canaries will just fucking fit right in there.
That's cool. Surprise.
That was good fun. Alright, so, you guys... Okay, so when we left off, essentially, the council meeting had finished. Unless you guys have anything else you want to do in Londinium. Anything you want to check off before we depart?
Okay.
Do we need to, check in with Sigrun?
Oh yes, the lady that we.
The Valkyrie, who's sort of the impetus for our quest.
The reason we're here.
And then she vanished.
Mysteriously.
Well, not vanished. She was still around. She was basically staying within Londinium because the closer she got to the actual crater, basically caused physical pain. It was because there's a lot of
Magic
the
and
power of the divine and everything like that, which is just really messing with her. Okay.
Sorry.
No. I had actually completely forgotten about it.
She sensed Graven moved far away and left.
Was you never came here because you were sensing that. This was following a lead of the fact that the crystal was used as one of the weapons that Craven's forces had used against you.
Yeah.
That was your entire lead here. At this point, she hadn't had a sensation for him since.
She's realised we've got nothing and she's gone.
You find her in the embassy tent with your ambassador, which I'm sure you remember the name of, but I sure as well don't.
Joey.
Something.
Something Norse sounding.
Remember how many pages of notes I have?
3?
Is it more than 3?
7?
Was it Pater?
Yes, it was
Pater.
Pater.
Helson.
No,
don't.
Heimdall was the counselor.
Oh, you're the ambassador, Tyler?
Tyler, that's the one.
Old Tyver.
Oh, how can we forget?
Tyver.
Also, coincidentally, a halfling.
Apparently. Yes.
Apparently.
Apparently.
I don't trust my notes.
Oh, fair enough. That part's here.
Yeah, read my own handwriting.
Really can't.
I feel you.
They both greet you as you sort of as you head into the main tent. Is like, what news have you got? What's
Was it Tyver there for our thing with the council?
No.
No.
You guys were basically like in there.
We just went straight there.
You went straight in there. You without an ambassador there. You basically hustled him.
But he was on the council.
No, the
Is the-
Hydra is the
There's a councillor and there's also an ambassador.
Bureaucracy.
Community.
Got it. Cool.
Government.
Government. We cracked the case. Case closed.
Problem solver, Devon Gopher.
It was corruption rife through the entire council. And shapeshifters. This shapeshifter. Punch the shapeshifter.
Do we still type him with us? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
He's a.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, both the the two prisoners that you got, both the shapeshifter, which you don't have a name of yet, and probably won't get. And
What was it? What was the dwarf name?
Ellie.
Ellie. So not Ellie.
It could be Ellie.
Well, it could be.
It could be.
Look, that's what they found Ellie. They saw Ellie like when we were there.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right.
They saw
Ellie-
like passed out in the street like that
Yeah.
morning.
There's an actual Ellie that never left.
Yeah.
Take it back there.
So taking a step back slightly, this one was just basically like taking people's positions for a day or an hour or whatever, and jumping in their boots for however long it needed, and then moving on to the next character. You guys actually, if you want to step back a little bit further, when you saw Heimdall walking through the town square
That's
before,
right, yeah.
that was the shapeshifter. It wasn't actually him, and that's why you lost track of them halfway through. It's like they went under a spot where you couldn't see them anymore, changed shape, went somewhere else.
I didn't know there was multiple hiders. Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, that was
You realise, but this is sort of
because we chased him down. Then he went to that textile shop
Yeah.
and he vanished. We spent a while trying to look for it.
That was while I was infiltrating the
council. building.
council.
Yeah, well,
Which-
you were also like that.
Which actually gave you a good chunk of little information as well, the people with the notes and everything like
Because
that.
the notes matched up to everybody's missing memories. So
The missing notes.
all the pieces fit.
They all tied together in the end.
We had all the clues. Do we need to specifically spell it all out?
No. This is not,
Run them down on the
like,
skinny.
good news, so
Good news,
the
everybody.
two
It's
prisoners.
Done.
The two prisoners have been released to your guys' charge as well. So,
So now you have the charter transport back to Gesser.
or you can just use your standard transport back to Guesswork.
Is that airship still there?
No, you can do your.
We have the fast travel system.
Oh.
You're not thinking with portals.
Oh,
Not thinking you've drugged up mushrooms.
no, I
You had
forgot
that
the
whole
drugs.
capacity.
The drugs.
Yeah. So Sigrun's happy with everything we've done here.
Yeah, this is what you guys came to do. You came to find out what the source is and try to eliminate the source.
And was she also after a dagger? A magic item?
Craven.
Great. Sorry, it's been so long.
It
right?
has been a while.
It's been so long. We thought it was a person, but ended up being a...
It's a dagger that's
Dagger.
possessing a person.
Yeah.
Yes. Does she have any leads on that?
Well, that'll be wherever the gnome that is being known as Craven is, and she's not got it.
So what have you been doing while we've been out, saving the world and shit? Have you found out where Craven is? Who is Craven? What is Craven? Have you done anything? Please give us your life story. And from the minute we didn't see you again to right now go. Shapeshifter.
It
remember.
sounds like Sigrun's been having a tough time near the focus.
Yeah.
Or she's a
Or
shapeshifter.
she's a shape. We already got a shapeshifter.
Maybe there's
Punch.
two. Have we ruled out there's more than one? Roll for initiative, Ryan.
Oh shit.
I don't want to fight the Valkyrie.
Okay.
I almost died. I almost died today.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
all basically almost died today. You guys are still on whatever health you were when you got to town.
No, when you level up, you get all your health.
Yeah.
We'll get it for round two.
And all your hit dice back as well, as we have just established.
Do we have I'm happy to sort of get into the long rest territory before heading back, or is it like a get the fuck out of here now?
You could do the long rest. It was actually I was just 8 hours.
8 hours later.
So, is there any follow up on Craven? Has she found anything?
I've not sensed his presence around here, but we're more likely to get more information out of these two that you've captured.
Thumbscrews, I get it.
Torturing, done.
Oh, yeah.
We'll beat them with tones.
I imagine we do all that.
God.
Yeah, she snores.
Okay.
What?
No.
He's a little taken back by this guy. Oh, I thought there'd be more resistance.
We are actually role playing the torture
I
section.
thought I was the baddie.
We've got skulls on our hats.
So we're gonna like do some mushrooms and portal back.
Yeah, actually, if you want to, yeah.
Can't quite remember what the process was for doing the portal. We only did it one time.
Someone gets high.
And then
Finds a weakness.
There was three parts
I
to it.
thought we didn't actually need to get high to do it. That was just like an aid to
It was
figuring
kind of an aid to it. You know, at this point, you guys have done it a couple of times now. You've done one sort of solo, and your original time in your spirit walk thing in the Gnomish town, so where they sort of really ran you through the process in the first place. So this will be the second solo attempt at it.
It's going to find you guys.
Yeah.
Essentially, the main part is the three parts of it was one person has to basically establish the entry point. One person had to sort of focus on the end point, and then there was a pathfinder that basically had to find the pathway through the ley lines.
And the end point, or the point we go to, is like in the office or something like that. Like,
It was. It's usually a point of interest.
it's
or
a very discreet.
It's
exit point.
usually very not. It's actually basically the statue of Heimdall in the HQ. So,
which is convenient, too.
my big part here is who is doing the pathfinding.
What were the roles again? I don't remember what the roles were.
I'm not really going to do the roles for this
Okay.
at this point.
Didn't
Entry, exit, path.
Do you need?
Didn't Neve do it
Does
last time?
the navigator need to communicate where they're going?
This is more of a descriptive thing. So it's a matter of finding the pathways that avoid slipping off into like the Fey realm and like the Shadow Far realm.
So I can do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So
I think Leland like sat down and did some magic to open it last time as well, right? That was like
So entry, exit.
all right. So you sort of think a little bit like
Understand these.
Tap
No,
your heels three
like
times
kind of
and
like
go.
casting your vision through like this, Stargate, that whole. But every so often you like see branches going off different directions. You're basically trying to find the most direct one that you don't sort of start seeing like the vividly green pathways that lead off to the Feywild and like the dark shadow areas of the far shadow realm.
Shadow Realm. I could never remember the name of that.
White. Remember, white is right.
Yes. Oh, I don't like this.
Ryan, you got a lot of racial undertones going in this campaign. I hope you realise that.
Thank you for recording this session.
This will be used against you in the court of law.
Oh.
James is the one that said it though.
He's making it though.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
created this. I'm working in his universe.
Hitler didn't write eugenics, but he sure as hell used it. Alright. Okay.
Did you just liken yourself to Hitler?
I'm not helping you.
On
I'm
record,
doing
on
it.
record.
No. I'm likening him to Hitler. It's like, I'm writing the source material and he's
Oh,
making
okay.
it worse.
So you're both terrible people.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
That's okay then.
One thing you notice there is a lot more darkness along the pathways. Like you may not have been a pathfinder last time, but you still traveled the path after actually stepping through the portals. There is a lot more of these forks in the road that lead off into shadow and darkness, and they get thicker and more prominent the closer you get to the end.
That seems bad.
Everything was fine.
It's cool. It's not. This is only in the weird between realms. It's not like it's closer in the real world. That's how this works, right?
Yes.
I'm a wizard.
Yes, you are.
You do, however, manage to find a pathway. There's a little more.
Double back a couple of times.
There's a little more
Pause, check
serpentine.
Google Maps.
There's a little more serpentine. There's a little bit more weight, dodging away from rough pathways and so forth. But after a couple of minutes of focus, all of a sudden, the entry point that you were sort of focusing on channeling actually enlivens and bolsters up into a good sort of 7 foot tall hall.
Hey, I did it, guys.
You're a powerful wizard.
I'm a powerful wizard.
All right. So stepping through, what's your order? Who's taking prisoners? Because they will need to be.
Sigrun.
Sigrun? You want Sigrun taking a prisoner?
She's much bigger than the rest of us.
She is bigger
She is
than most of you.
stronger.
Yeah, she's definitely bigger than you. Taller than you. I don't know how tall Drow are. They're definitely not one of the taller races. But
I
they're
have
not,
no idea.
they're not short.
I want to say they're perfect in every single way. They're the exact perfect height they need to be.
Go out in the sun without sunglasses.
That's the other element.
There. So who's taking? Sigrun will take one of them, probably the shapeshifter. Who wants to deal with them?
Actually, we're going to the dungeon. Yes.
We,
To like a prison cell type.
well, you're
thing.
going into the HQ. That's the spot that you're basically going to drop in into the HQ.
Yeah, where are we taking the prisoners though? Like,
You will be taking them afterwards to the dungeon.
then
Yeah.
I will take the sheriff guy.
Okay. And
Rude.
What?
You know what? Rude.
I'm just confused.
so
And just to be clear, Neve and Finley are still with us, right?
they are still with you apparently. Yes. Which is part of the point
So
of that.
can't talk shit about them yet.
Well, we can.
Oh no! Yeah, cool.
So order of going through.
I'll go first.
You go first. All right. So you step in and basically, like you sort of whistle on.
I think 3 times.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
I'm eager to leave this fucking place, and I'll follow after him.
Yep. Finley and Neve both follow close behind you as well.
I guess as the pathfinder, then I come out last.
You can head through a waiting point. You find the path and then everyone
Oh,
else
okay.
follows.
If I still go after you, I insist.
It's less like, leading through the tunnel and more like you're like setting the coordinates on the Stargate.
Yeah.
And then go boom.
That's a really good way of describing it. Yeah, straight up.
With the sound effects and everything, right?
It's like setting your path on the GPS before you get going. Yes, exactly that.
I was trying to think of what's that next song?
So you step through and then following up. So you head through with the sheriff and
Yep.
Sigrid takes up the rear. It's a longer path. It's probably the furthest you've travelled through this pathway so far.
And boy, my arm's tired.
I think you had to joke with the airship as well on the way out here. I know it was like 6 months ago in real time.
It's the joke that keeps on giving.
It's a joke that you keep on giving.
That's what I meant.
Alright, so, flashing to the HQ. You basically got the captain, Eric.
Eric von Erickson.
Eric Rota.
Something like that.
Basically, like sitting at his desk, and all of a sudden, like behind him is just like this portal opens up. Stepping out. Who was first? It was
Me.
You first, like you sort of whoop, pop straight out.
They didn't put a
Waving.
mattress down for us?
No, this was like basically like stepping out. It's not like just. And then it was.
Bang.
And then the next up
two traders.
pops out Finley and Neve. Following behind that is
Myself.
you with
and-
the prisoner in tow.
Yep.
And then Sigrun and the shapeshifter.
Wait, I didn't pop out?
No, you did not.
Oh no! Oh no!
See ya.
I died like I lived, inside a portal.
Wait. I wouldn't notice that, like, if he was walking out the front, so I saw him walk out, and then we walk through and he's not there.
It's pretty weird.
It's not like a walking path. It's more like Yeah, again, like
Well, I guess
Your matter is converted to energy and
You're not the way
transmitted
around the
through.
travelers.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't. That's right. That's what I was asking. Do we see them all?
you do have some element of vision, kind of. Like you get sort of senses of some of your surrounds as you're going through, but it's a big flash and event. Hello.
What senses do I get as I go through?
You've had the sensation basically like being pulled forward at a decent, which is the familiar sensation that you've had the last couple of times you've taken this travel, and then all of a sudden jerked rapidly off to the right.
What
And then-
color is it to the right?
And then stillness.
This
Like-
isn't.
How will Heidi react when you don't come home?
I'm not really concerned about that right now.
There is
I thought you liked it.
is insanely cold.
But I also like not being in a cold, weird, like
All on your own.
shadow dimension.
So yeah, it is cold. Not like the not like a winter's day where you got like the breeze chill. This is like the absolute absence of anything warm. Like your breath hangs in the air, and you can see just ahead of you, sort of slightly illuminated to something that's off to your left hand side. And you glance over, you can see this green stream, just a lightish white, lightish to green hued stream of light moving off through and then disappearing off into the darkness outside of your vision.
He's dead.
I died. I'm in hell. I'm in purgatory for the rest of this. We're gonna be like
deserve
we
that.
split the party.
Oh well, you'll be forgotten.
One thing.
There.
So I roll a new character.
Like I said, your breath sort of hangs in front of your face, and you see again sort of illuminated by the halfway off to your right. You can see this tiny ice crystals forming inside the cold breath, and then it just keeps hanging, and just not moved by any breeze or anything, just hanging in front of you. The only movement from it is from the next breath that follows it and adds to this icy cloud in front of you.
So there's no like wind or anything. It's just
Absolute stillness. You're also not standing on anything. There's nothing below you. There's nothing above you. There's stillness.
If I take a step, what happens?
You poke one foot forward and you feel you don't get any,
Gingerly,
Huh.
gingerly.
you don't sort of get any purchase on anything. You feel like you have made progress forwards, but you have no point of reference to confirm.
Cast detect magic.
Okay. So again, you sort of you speak the words that you used to speak for this, and again your breath your breath sort of hangs in the air in front of you. Absolutely nothing.
Ooh. Not even like my own shit.
You see, like apart from that's kind of like you don't really notice your nose until you think about it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm like, Robert, I'm. This is me troubleshooting. Is the spell working, or is
The spell's working, but nothing outside of what you are currently wearing is lighting up. Roll wisdom.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be an easy
Gonna
one.
pop off, y'all.
Not a save, just a wisdom check.
7.
7.
Lucky 7.
There is something sort of eerily familiar,
Like the dream that I had.
like the dream you had.
Here comes the
So you're not
tentacles.
asleep. This
That
time.
was like a day ago.
Yes.
2 days. 3, wasn't
No,
it?
it actually was a day ago.
Yeah.
It was a day ago. It was the night before you guys went into the
Yeah.
into the focus crater.
Oh, that's right, because you ran out screaming.
Yep.
That might help. That's right.
Remember, he was naked.
How do you react to that point at this realization?
Uh,
Because you are awake there. So, well, as far as you are aware, you are awake at this point.
I start shooting Eldritch Blast wildly into the distance. Like,
Okay.
one might say, in a panicked fashion.
Panic fashion. Okay, you fire them off sort of, I won't say willy-nilly, but in a panic fashion, and you see these streaks of like purple eldritch fire sort of flash off, and then sort of just lost in the inky void ahead of you. The next one fires off. 3 or 4 more shots just go off into nothingness. The final one passes the point and actually sort of illuminates a figure in the darkness ahead of you. tall, like significantly taller than yourself, that's about what you get from just the illumination of an eldritch blast going past him.
I'm like, hello? Hello? I think I took a wrong turn in the ley lines.
You're silent.
I pull out some mushrooms and start feverishly eating more of the mushrooms.
If in doubt, drugs.
No. That's like
this
the
is
portal didn't
fucking-
work. I got to get it to work.
This is fucking brilliant. No, because remember the other effect from the mushrooms?
No, I don't.
Aura.
That was like a year ago.
Sorry, it wasn't mushrooms. It was spores, but it was auras.
Oh,
Remember the auras?
I do.
Okay.
This is trying to
Sorry,
get.
this is not something I remember,
Yeah.
but this is as soon as you said so. Okay.
I like the idea of panic to go. Got to make another portal.
You do that, and after a short time, because the amount that you've scoffed here, the effects kick in pretty quickly. You can sort of see your hands, and they've got this glow around them, this sort of white to green glow, which you're familiar with because it's the same sort of aura glow you had around yourself last time.
Yeah.
And as Matthew had explained to you, that means that your history has Fae linked, your ancestry. The green is the...
No big deal.
Yeah.
You know.
You missed the 2 words.
But, at the same time, there is an aura in front of you. But this is an aura of black against the black background. But you can make it out.
Okay. That's weird. What does it look like? What's it aura-ing?
The shape, again, is like, it is a tall humanoid form. It's got a long, flowing cloak, but it's still a very sort of slender...
Slender man?
As soon as I said slender, I think it is. I have some regrets on that one. But it's a lithe gentleman, I guess. But a long, sort of thin cloak that at their feet just sort of spreads out and disappears into this void around you.
Can I make out which way this lithe figure is looking?
Currently away.
Oh. Can I walk over there?
You can try.
I'm gonna try. What do I roll for walking?
Oh, that's fine.
Constitution saving throw.
Roll a 13. Constitution saving throw?
13 for walking. Alright.
It's a 13 saving throw.
Death saving throw.
Okay.
Oh. Well, that's good then.
I have no idea. I don't know how that works.
You start to sort of motion to walk towards it. And this
I've got Roderick ready as well, just in case.
as
Giant
you
balls
start
like
to
only
approach.
No, that ain't how Leland rolls.
The figure, and this is sort of like you trying to walk in space. There is nothing for you to grab hold of as far as it goes friction, nothing to push off against. But you just seem to, as you walk, you make a slow approach towards them.
Fly. Could fly.
As you start to approach a little bit more, the figure sort of turns around. Again, the black against black means you're not really making any features. The only thing giving you any sense of where they are is the aura around them. And so you're not getting a good sense of like, physical features. Like, that, for all you know, they could have 6 eyes and 2 noses. You can't make that out in the face. But you know the shape of the face with the aura around.
Yeah. But they turn around now. They're looking at me through however many eyes they have. Hello there, Leland Larko.
Leland.
Yeah, that's what I said. I've introduced myself. And what might I call you? Hail and well met. That sort of thing is. Hi.
What are you doing here?
You know, I was wondering the same thing myself. I was going.
I don't mean what is your intention of where you're going. Why are you here?
Like metaphysically? That's actually a fairly deep question. I've often pondered that myself. Why are any of us here? That what you're looking for here? I didn't get your name, by the way.
I didn't give it.
Cool.
Are you?
So anyway, which way is the way to Gezerick? That's where I was going. You got any idea, like, which way is the way out of here? Just, like a door, maybe a window, some kind of staircase.
So you're chasing knowledge, information,
I mean,
and a gateway to these things.
sure, yes, I am doing those things that you just said.
I believe you've already got the source of all the information. You've come across the books already.
What do you know about my books?
I am curious as to how they came into your possession.
Well, I just have some skills in that area. It turns out I've always been, kind of guy to get a thing. No, stealing. That's so coarse.
It's interesting because you're not its intended owner.
Well, I'm still pretty cool though.
Well, you're here.
I should just say this, but I'm not really following what's going on here at all.
That's fine.
No, that was in character.
Okay.
That's also fine.
That's fine.
That's awesome.
Dude, who's supposed to have my book?
Another who seeks information. It's interesting. You've had this for a period of time, yet you seem capable still.
Thank you. Yes.
Also,
It's like later on, he's like, the weird guy in the void said I was capable.
and the void doesn't know you.
But most of the mortals of your realm tend to be mindless, gibbering fools by this point.
I
He
didn't.
has met you.
Shut up, Poppet! You're not even there.
Still sick burn though.
Perhaps you could be one of the ones to actually learn.
I've learned plenty. I don't know what you're perhaps seeing about this whole thing, and I'm like shooting off eldritch blasts in the air like that, like this magic that I'm totally proficient in now.
You shot off a couple more, did you?
Yeah, just in the air, like a
and
fucking cowboy.
The second one that you fire off, you see it sort of collide with something that's sort of off to your right.
Ooh,
And it gets illuminated by the impact, and it's a long. I will go to the same description of that tentacle. Tentacles. And again, it absorbs the entire power, and it sort of runs up the length of that tentacle, which leaves the base of the cloak, and then.
so wait, the tentacle leads back to the guy I'm talking to?
Yeah.
And I didn't notice that the tentacles were coming out of him before?
No, because they're coming out of his cloak.
That was an accident.
The cloak sort of like, as it sort of absorbs the power, it gives off this faint glow and then just dies back down for the briefest moment. You get illuminates enough of his face. The face is sort of dark like obsidian. It's got long features, almost how you see like some of the carvings of like Egyptian pharaohs and like the sort of the long features, the long chin, sort of facial hair sort of deal going on. Like everything is flat and well sculpted. There's no sort of, it's human looking,
But it's something that was,
carved.
yeah. Seeing that like this isn't like just a person standing in a cloak, it is like tentacles leading off. That's like Leland gets a little more serious at the thing. Now it's not just the person that he's talking to, and he's like, Did you make the book?
Yes and no. I created the situation where it's possible to exist.
What do I need to do to get more of these powers then?
He reaches out like a long arm.
Like to shake?
The book, you believe.
Hesitantly Yeah, right, yeah.
He sort of grabs it and like dusts the cover.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that on there. That was some dragon guy.
And he's like literally just like tap tap, and there's like that little mark of the one of the golden dragons, and put on the book just dusts off, and you see that like sort of glint of like gold dust, and just disintegrates.
God, I'm a chump anyway.
So, first of all, first lesson for you today is don't let piddling little dragons mess with us.
Done?
This is from a library much older than even they. And he starts flipping through like, how long have you had this?
How long have we been playing the game for? Sorry, we started.
Like actual in game time.
How long were we police for? You said we were like a year before.
You were
starting.
at least a year before with even the start of us playing, so be heading towards 18 months to 2 years.
What that we
like from the point of being rookies to this point now.
So like 3 or 4 years.
You know, you had for a couple of years before that, I think.
Yeah.
Like you've managed to combine 2 of the tomes already.
I definitely did do that thing.
And so you see the head sort of raise up, and sort of you get the distinct impression that you're being looked at discerningly.
I like straighten myself up a bit, have an inspection from the boss.
And it's still flicking through it.
Sort of like polish Roderick a little bit.
This is also essentially the explanation for your 2-level level up.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. You're getting more at this point. This is a plot point to make that make sense. He hands the book back to you.
Take it very quickly and like hold the boss.
Agility save then. Also a dex save.
Oh, he's handing it back.
Yes, he is.
Very rough.
Agility, deck save?
Yes.
21. I rolled a 19.
Okay. You sort of snatch it back, and he's like, "Hold on." And he
I'm like, are you hitting on me?
I'm not giving a no.
And he's like, "Not exactly." He reaches out, he reaches out quickly and sort of grabs you by the forehead a little bit like this, and you feel this is the sensation of the worst headache you have ever had, magnified by the fact that you have just downed copious amounts of hallucination-based drugs.
Sounds like my 20s.
He sort of holds he holds your head for a comfortably long period of time, and has this rising pain in your head just keeps on increasing to the point where you feel like your brain's about to explode. You feel sort of this warm sensation sort of running down your left side of your neck.
I peed myself.
You pee down your neck?
You buried the lead on the neck part.
I felt some relief.
So you sort of like touch to it, and you can see it has like a bit of blood across your arm, across your fingers, and a little bit of blood just coming down out of your left ear.
That's the pointy ear.
So, an elf on my left side. And he's, just at the point where you're about to sort of pass out in pain, he withdraws his hand again and is like, I'm intrigued to see how far you're able to go.
As he lets go, I'm like sort of like walking around in a circle, be like, son of a bitch.
But as soon as he sort of
spit
releases
some blood.
As soon as he releases his hand, like the headache sort of fades back down, just like a low thud. And basically, this is nasty Saturday morning hangover level, rather than I need to die right now to make this pain stop sort of level.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's definitely a good.
Depends on your Saturday morning, really.
But
or it depends. No, it depends on your Friday. That was a better line. Friday night.
Can you use his mulligan?
Release it.
He's like, that should unlock a little bit of potential for you at least.
Ooh.
Now, you're asking information on getting back to, where was it? Guess where?
Yeah. Yes. I can't stay here, right? Not really anything else around.
You
Seems kind of
more than welcome to stay.
Starbucks.
seems. Oh, there's Starbucks.
It's not even stars, let alone Starbucks.
Oh,
No, Starbucks is everywhere.
that's true.
Even
Even the place.
even after the inevitable heat death of the universe, there'll be a Starbucks serving a warm latte.
Still spelling my name
Spice
wrong.
latte.
David? What?
Who is Savage? He's like, I can give you one path.
Is it within?
What do you think I'm some sort of mystic monk of like?
Look, I'm a little confused about what this whole thing is. Forget I said this way. Cool, let's go.
He basically starts essentially like walking ahead of you.
If he's like floating all coolly, if I'm like sort of awkwardly like
This is exactly the image
grasping through space, I'm like trying very hard to float as cool as he is.
At one point, you hear this is the first noise you've heard aside from his voice. This the sound of like a shoe hitting marble floor, and the second one you can see ahead of you. Basically, this figure has started to actually walk up a set of stairs, but you can't make out. It is just
Invisible stairs is the worst.
Invisible stairs are the worst.
you sort of follow on behind, and fairly soon behind him, you actually feel contact below your foot, and start to be able to follow and actually ambulate under your own power.
Neat. As we're walking, I'm gonna be like, so what was your name? What can I call you? Oh, powerful being who created the circumstances to allow the formation of the book. That's a mouthful. That's just a mouthful.
No. I've made the mistake of telling people before you.
People.
Bunch of bastards.
This is just like I've had trouble finding what's the word I'm looking for. People.
Rick, I've seen him forget the word human. I've told my name to people before you, and they've not managed to handle it.
I'm cool.
I'd rather not risk that for the moment.
Well, I'm just gonna call you Rupert. No way, that's close to Roderick. Stephanie? Cool. Stephanie.
I can deal with Stephanie.
Okay.
And he sort of turns to look at you and you haven't. Okay, good. What?
You looking to see if my brain was crawling out my nose?
Pretty much.
This is something there that might be food.
Might have tried to grow a mustache. He starts stepping back up these steps, and at a point he stops and reaches out and then sort of opens up two great doors, opens up towards, and steps on inside. And the room that he's opened up is actually lit.
How lit?
As
Like
fuck.
amazing time.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
it's lit, fam.
Totes.
The room inside is an impossibly large library.
More books.
There are
Do they look like my book?
There are some that have similar sort of bindings to yours. It's just there are stacks of ones that no, what's the stacks? There are essentially library stacks. There's massive bookshelves, double-sided, sort of not double-sided. They're wrapping around pillars.
Yeah.
That reach up to the point that you can't see the top as to where they hit. They basically like disappear into the darkness of the room. There are some stacks that have books with similar bindings, as yours. There are other ones that look like they're bound in scaly red flesh. There are other ones that don't even really look like books. They look more like a tree with words written on it. There are other ones that are just more the emotional reaction to knowledge.
I took the whole bag.
Oh,
man.
Glittering hand. He's basically still like stepping forward. And then now you're actually in a fully lit room.
An actual room.
An actual room with a light source that you can't determine, but
with
a
dimensions
light source.
and space.
Yes, there are definitely some of those. 3, possibly 4, maybe more. We don't entirely know. You can see his cloak sort of dragging behind him, and then sections of it sort of drift off and it basically just fade off into nothing. And then following the line where they would go, further on down the line, like this black, silky black tentacle sort of pulls back out just out of nothingness, and then sort of disappears back through. And this is basically these tentacles are sort of weaving in and out of your vision.
I'll follow after. I'll be like looking at the books and like sort of following along.
He sort of walks at us.
I'm just like, can I borrow this? No, that's not a good idea.
He keeps walking at us, so he comes up to another set of doors at the far end and just opens up one of them and goes, "I'll be seeing you again shortly, no doubt," and waves you through the door.
That was ominous. It was nice to meet you, Stephanie.
He sort of looks at your hand and sort of cocks his head slightly at it and is like, I suppose, how they say, when in room? He puts out a hand.
Shake hands.
And you shake hands.
Do I take like 20d6 necrotic damage?
No, you just die outright.
Oh, cool.
It was actually a spear of annihilation.
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, that's not good. My wisdom save. Hold on. Abilities. Oh, +4. 13.
13. Okay.
I am proficient in wisdom saves.
The moment you're sort of
Your mind is flayed.
As soon as you touch hands, you have this overwhelming feeling of dread.
Oh.
He probably hasn't washed his hands with the toilet last.
Dread and gastroenteritis.
Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
You feel, you get the sensation like thousands of years of world history are trying to leap into your brain simultaneously.
Ow, 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 ow.
This is that headache you had before when you held your head escalated again.
It was a mistake.
He sort of pulls his hand back away again and is like,
Throw up.
baby steps.
Oh, my lovely.
And sort of looks at us like, that may have been premature.
I'll just go.
Yeah.
It was. Go through the door.
And you step into this dark space beyond the door, and you hear the door close behind you. And there's this like on this side of the door, just pitch darkness. There is nothing to light up this area anymore. It was a trap.
Ooh. And you're dead.
And you.
So it's a door of annihilation.
This is your tomb. Alright, flashing back to the headquarters. You guys appear out, and
Ben's not there. Well, I'm glad everyone made it back safely.
yeah, the captain, Eric, is sort of like turning around, like, it's always an impressive entrance when you guys are doing this. First of all, who are they? Pointing at the two prisoners. And where's Leland?
I can answer that second question really easily. Hey. Take it back. I can answer the first question really easily. Well, as you know, we're sent to that wonderful place called, I forgot the name. Londinium. My brain hurts. Can't think. Anyway, to find those crystals from all those weapons that were being fired at us recently. We uncovered lots and lots and lots and lots of rampant corruption. I, of course, saved the day. I the drow, you know, did all the good things, everything was saved, and these two people have more information about it, so I can track down more things.
Well, he's turning up this probably just scrambling around the statue trying to find you.
Like mad scramble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And back to your second question, I'll just keep looking around and go,
After the sort of
don't know.
after the last of you guys sort of stepped through, the portal sort of like fade down, then collapse down, but yet you're sort of jumping around the statue behind, trying to like roll for investigation.
Look, let's not worry about it. We all know that travelling through these unhinged portals is perfectly safe.
That's a 3.
That's a 3.
And I'm sure he's completely fine. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever to worry about it or even think about Leland ever again.
So yeah, that's certainly nothing to do with his disappearance.
I can't react to that.
Is it another plane of existence, I think?
I'm having a conversation with a much better class of people than you guys. People.
As are we.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but that was, dude, that's like meet a famous person in fantasy world.
You've met a couple of famous people in fantasy world lately.
Close personal friend of Skyblade.
Lame.
And Stephanie.
But like it's all with like
Basically, I'll
apostrophes,
fill him in more of the
like
story.
silent letters.
After you guys
stuff.
later, I was like, basically what we did, found out that there was
See,
bunch of crystals
Stephanie with
through
the Q, 3 X's and a Z.
A lot of the
kind of bag of holding
Yeah.
scam type
Like
thing going
23.
through. I think we cracked the ring, but these two people have more information,
Their
which
name
will be
and
useful
motive
for
was-
you
it
and
wasn't a good
the
one.
ambassador.
My
It's
first
definitely important.
thing for you to do would be get these guys down to the downstairs into the.
Oh, should we take the prisoners into the prison cells? Far be it from me, just a lowly drowned John Jones. That's the reason why you are in charge.
I always enjoy your wit, but yeah, if you could do your job and take these guys down,
Absolutely. Someone in this room has to do their job. May as well be me.
But yeah,
But no, you're doing a great job.
I'm touched by how quickly you've moved on from my apparent death, guys. This is great.
Yeah, I'm
No,
still
no,
trying
no,
to find you.
I'm
I would agree, I'm still looking.
I'm grieving like a drow would. Why? Moving on.
Fair enough.
Immediately. With
Life started here, though.
Yes, well, no.
what's your?
You took the shoes,
Sorry?
man. Right? It's got a better trip.
You sort of just see the last little bit of the portal sort of collapsing on itself and just like disappearance of a portal.
So is he hiding behind the statue? Answer me. Is he hiding behind the statue? Oh, we love
Finley
to
at the
laugh.
same time is basically trying to scramble around, trying to see what it's going to do to try and like pull the portal back open again, see if he can do anything as well.
Good old Finley, he's belligerently concerned about me.
He wants to heal you.
With his hand.
Is there... Fortunately, the prisoners down. Like, I'll start walking the prisoners down. Stop. Should we go back and look? I don't turn around so I can actually see you nodding your head.
Hobbit holds up a sign that says yes.
I haven't turned around, so I haven't seen it. Alright, well, we don't really know how this thing kind of works really that well, so let's drop the prisoners off and then go back.
We take the prisoners to the room.
Or we can
I assume Seaburn can.
see if we can do it.
12 hours later.
And Leland just suffocates to the back of his face.
Seaburn can.
Frozen
Now
corpse bounces off or something.
Now that's the exit port, is that also the entrance thing as well?
So?
Are these exit points that are also like entry points?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Or is it like Stargate where you can only go through one way as long as they remember that that's the thing?
Like 3 episodes.
yeah, that didn't last long, did it?
Like the whole cold thing.
What?
Like the whole cold thing. They come through covered in ice.
Yeah.
And then as quickly we're like, we're gone. It's all secret to take
the
prisoners and
back into the
portal.
lines.
Have a look.
Okay.
I literally have no idea what we're doing. It's like, we just walk around.
We'll just try to sense
Actually-
when you're.
How are we like, oh, let's just fucking think of him then and walk towards it, I don't know.
Well,
Portals, how do
okay.
they work?
Don't worry about me, guys. Just move on. It's
Okay.
fine.
Because how you do the
Huh?
like plotting apart thing where you're focusing and plotting apart.
Wait.
You try
Okay,
to
they put me on. You said just move on.
pick up the trace of Leyland.
Okay.
None of y'all are wizards, so...
Maybe we should go to the gnomes.
You guys start sort of like trying to, working out how to sort of start the process of basically what essentially backtrack the path back to Londinium, essentially. Meanwhile, as Sigrid starts to take the two prisoners down into the dungeon area, just before she starts heading down steps, you start to see light ahead of you.
No, that's bad. Don't go towards the light.
Please, shut up.
It's just like
You fucked this up for me!
This is the first hint of anything other than sheer darkness around you. Like to the point where you can't see the breath you can see in front of you before. You can't see it in front of you now. There is no source of light until you see this one point up ahead.
I go to it.
I
I go towards the light.
All your dreams are finally coming true, Goida.
You
so happy.
you sort of Mary Poppins your way towards this light. That's the best thing we should have gone for it.
But I'm not doing this as an umbrella.
As you get closer and closer, you hear
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
you hear the sort of sounds of like heavy footfalls going down like stone. So three sets all up. And as you get closer and closer, the light starts to fill your senses. And then all of a sudden, like the light sort of washes right over you, and you're in a set of stairs that seem oddly familiar. You've been down these before. This is sort of one of the unlit areas of the stairs. Like there are like torches along down the staircase. Torches. I'm not going to go over all the different sconce things again. But you are in one of sort of the more shadowy areas of it, basically in a dark area between lights, and you sort of just step forward, and right in front of you is Sigrid and the two prisoners.
Like, oh hey!
And she just stops and has this agog look on her face. She's like, "Where the hell did you? What is up with your face? What is that?"
I came through the portal, what are you talking about?
What's wrong with my face?
I turn around the corner and just start screaming.
Is there like...
You sort of wipe it over and you bring your hand down and have a look at it, and that like oily sweat that you had on you the night before, which is just sort of like watered down oil. This time it is like thick, like molasses.
Disguise self, do I look normal?
Which is an effort.
Oh, turn it back!
But yeah, you are back in Guesswork.
Cool. I like walk out past Sigrid. I'm guessing I'm hearing their voices.
I would like to respond to your second question, sir. There he is, alive and well.
Well, essentially, what you guys see, like you're sort of hurrying around. The four of you that were there are sort of hurrying around, trying to work out who's going to do what role to try and backtrack, trying to find out where.
I'll like walk up behind you guys.
Like,
what are you doing?
that's a good way of doing it. And like the entire group is basically turns around and is like, "Where the fuck were you?" Like Eric is like, "Where did you come from? You didn't come from the portal."
Leland, you're alive. I am so relieved.
Puppet yells at Leyland's name and runs it.
Sorry?
Puppet yells at Leyland's name and runs it.
He said two things, and one of them's your name.
I ran away.
All I can say are names.
You're like a reverse Pokemon.
Yeah. Welcome back to Guesswork.
Yeah, I'm just acting like, I don't know, it came out of the portal.
Can I do an insight check, please?
Sure can.
Actually, do I notice anything smell-wise with stuff that he's hidden?
You can try and do that. That would be.
But, if I may, I did just come out of the guts of a purple one. If anything, the vile ichor of an elder god would smell better.
We had a long rest, so if you hadn't showered by then, you were disgusting.
Have you met Leyland?
Roll.
Oh, that is a good point.
Roll info.
Layla doesn't shower. He
That's
just
what he-
disguises himself.
You really
Smell.
smell werewolfy bits.
That is a 22 for perception and a natural 20 for insight.
He's lying through his teeth as part of the portal thing.
Hey.
Hey?
Do I get to roll deception on that?
Oh, you
You
can.
can roll. I suppose you can roll a natural 20 there as well.
I can give it a red hot go. What's my deception?
Which
I
is
got a
good.
+8 deception.
Close.
I rolled a 16.
Because I actually just realised I've only got a +2 insight, so if I didn't actually roll the natural 20, I would have just believed you completely.
But no, the natural 20 is going to trump on that one there. It's like, and with corroborating evidence of like Eric not seeing you come through the portal, and he was there on this side of it the entire time.
Cool.
Yeah, so he's 100% lying about coming through the portal, or at least coming through the portal on this end.
Actually, I was raising an eyebrow, and I won't say a damn thing.
Okay.
I have another question.
But
when you yelled
the
out my name
sense
and ran
there,
over, did you like?
It's got that same sort of smell that
Okay.
you got off him the previous night.
That would have been
after the whole incident
hilarious.
with the
Really?
darkness and slamming.
What?
You know,
What?
Especially like, I suppose all the guys on like the sniff things, like do like a rise there, we're like, oh, rough, like.
But
I'm not gonna say
Sigurd's
anything.
basically followed behind you as well. Still got the two prisoners in tow because he hasn't been downstairs yet. Because
Only one job.
and she's like, well,
Valkyries, am I right?
I don't know what happened. It was the shadow in the stairwell, and then all of a sudden he stepped out of it.
Well, I have absolutely no
Quoted
reason
in
to
this-
not believe what he said happened.
In this black oil.
I have no idea how this teleportation thing works. Maybe it's just a side effect.
And
I legitimately don't.
Sigurd's like, are you telling me this could have happened to us, or we could have just not turned up where?
Oh yeah, this stuff is dangerous as hell. That's why we're trying to stop crazy.
Lady, we huff magic mushrooms to tear through time and space itself. If you could explain to me how that works, awesome.
You guys are crazy.
You followed us, who's more crazy?
Good point.
Coin, please.
Yeah, let's. Again, you might want to get those prisoners downstairs. I'm assuming you wanted to leave that down there.
Yes.
Okay.
Back to the prisoners.
If you want to take the lead on those and take it down yourself, you're more than welcome.
Sure, we'll do
If
it.
that's something you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coin, please.
Brandon's the one that gives them the coins.
Oh, that's why. That's why I was going, what the fuck are you doing?
It was good seeing you, Eric, and I go find him.
Brent scares them in young.
Finley and me are going to follow along there as well. You're taking the prisoners down.
Mhm.
You head down. There's several flights that get into the actual sort of prisoner holding area downstairs.
And down the way, I'll actually trip over some. Yeah, oops, oh, you
You
fell
do all
over.
the.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You gotta take the back way where they need to go down 3 flights of stairs and up 4 flights of stairs. It's really weird. And then down some more stairs. Quickly.
Just nothing egregious, they'll go into super troll, but enough, just a little statistic torture.
Nice. You get down to the level where the dungeons are. The warden on this level, you personally are quite familiar with. He sits back. He's a older dwarvish fellow. He gives one look at you and is like, Anna,
Bob?
good to see you. Like, I'm going with Bob. I don't have to name him now.
It's a good dwarf name. Strong dwarf name.
As always, a pleasure to see you.
I'm glad to see you fucking leave every time.
He's hitting on you.
Oh, don't say such kind things.
I don't know what fucking deal you cut me out of this place. You sure know that deserve it.
Oh. Oh, I'm understanding you, Bob, by being here.
Just remember, you get to leave. Your collateral doesn't.
I'm fully aware. Anyway,
Anyway, what do you got here?
2 prisoners for check-in, and I'm gonna see my little friend do some visiting.
Right.
Maybe let him know that one can shapeshift.
Hey. I'll basically fill him in. I'll do the official sort of like the cold.
This
sort
one
of-
goes in like a sealed fishbowl.
This one might give you some problems, so maybe
Right.
put him in an anti-magic cell.
They're all anti-magic.
Far be it from me to
Cool.
tell you what your job as a jailer is. You're so good at it. Well, you are.
Sexual tension between you guys. Just get a room already.
I
You
think
got,
you're in one.
you got 5 minutes.
Okay. Pleasure as always.
And you know all too well the way you're heading this direction.
Yep.
You make your way down a series of corridors, left turn here, right turn there, and make it to a all too familiar cell.
So the cells are set up like a little.
It's
Door.
a little slide thing. That whole deal.
Cool. I will open it up, peek inside, and go. How you going, sis?
Where the hell have you been for so long? You used to check in every 2 days.
I haven't been here for a while. Been helping out these Glaciate mayflies too often. I haven't been here. I've been in some wretched shithole place called Londinium and some other godforsaken wretched jungle place.
You any closer to getting me out of here?
I'm got a couple of options now. I'm actually going to go have a chat with the is it the boss lady? No, so I'm remembering there was that lady that Leland's character was hitting on. Or
Right.
you know, if she was like the captain of the guard. I think she
Kind of like the sergeant of the. It's the
Oh,
the
that's
Cherry
yes.
Cruise of the bullpen.
She loves her yogurt. Okay, so that guy who's office for Keep Bark, he's the.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
that's,
cool.
that's
Okay,
He's
cool.
the captain.
He's the captain. He's actually got that title and everything.
It's been a while since we've been here. I was trying
It
to
has been
remember.
quite a while. Yeah.
Trying to remember.
Captain Eric is the captain. Heidi is essentially the sergeant. You guys are investigators, cops.
Guards.
Bad coach. Bad coach.
Speak for yourself. I think some people are doing all right. Yeah.
Yes, working on some. Working on it. I have. Hopefully, can get you out soon through. I'll sigh. Legitimate means, but there's also a plan B in the works. But while you're here, you're safe. Have you been treated well? Is anyone giving you trouble?
Warden gives me a bit of hassle every time you've been through. I think he lets off a bit of steam, but let him pout.
Can't do much about that. And is any of your friends in here treating you poorly?
Oh, believe me, anyone that's tried anything is wow, they're in the infirmary.
That's my little sis.
Like to think I learnt well.
Nah. We'll get you out of here soon.
We
Go
get
back
out of
down
this
the city.
shithole of a city when that's done.
Absolutely. Back to the Undercity, where everything makes sense.
Have it just anywhere else. Somewhere we haven't been.
That also works. But if we're going to travel on the surface, we're going to have lots of money. I've got a plan for that too. When you do get out, you'll be set.
Awesome.
Lay low, stay safe.
And you hear probably you start hearing footsteps coming down the hallway.
Does it smell like Bob?
It smells like Bob.
Yes, Bob.
Your 5 minutes are up. Don't look at your watch.
I don't have one. Oh no!
Have you told your sister about the werewolf thing?
Later. No, Bob nearby.
Yeah.
Of course, Bob. Thank you ever so much for your helpful demeanour as always.
Come on.
Suits this.
You're 2 in the pen already.
Oh, good.
You've had your 5 minutes.
Bye bye.
Fuck off.
Righto.
He seems nice.
I think he missed you.
I missed you too. Bye, Bob. Until next time.
You just hear him. You're like you're heading ahead of him. You're basically sort of confidently just sort of knock past him, and he's just like stopping behind you, making sure you don't take anything on the way out.
Every day I just tell them I was like, look, oh, interesting. Just keep walking through other mad. Cool.
Heading back upstairs. I think everyone's trying to head through and get. Hey, have you got something to do?
No.
They look at you like ready to play a card or something.
You just
I
activated
play
my trap card.
mind death.
Actually, that's my religion, so.
Brad, is that where we're heading?
Right.
Sure. Is that
Coins!
The
Coins.
coin person?
I think someone wants to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
the
Tom?
arts master.
Oh yeah, I can get stuff for free.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you head down to the quartermaster. Another quartermaster.
I'm
Yeah, okay. And yeah, Brand hobbling around the place on his one wooden leg.
My dude!
Right. You're all back.
None of us died!
Yeah.
Almost.
It was a close run thing though.
I get the sense that you guys have had a rough one.
He can smell you.
I got eaten by a purple worm.
I think a few of you did.
Every day's a wonder why you bother living on the surface.
It's
Purple
It's
worms
a beautiful
dig through the
weather.
ground.
What is it? It's like, is it bright outside right now? Like what time?
it's wintry. It's like snowy and everything like
I'll
that.
probably go like,
So
We solved 2 cases. We get 2 coins. That's how it works, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That's how it was
was it
explained to
3?
me.
You sure it wasn't 3?
Look.
I
No,
don't-
you're right. It was 3. 3 coins.
I think it's probably technically 4, but we could.
No,
Let
like
one go.
that 4th
Let one
one.
go.
No, yeah, no, we're not,
Yeah,
no, we're
let
not
one
greedy.
go.
We're not greedy.
for
So 4 coins.
the reference, one of the things You've already been paid for.
That was number 4.
Two of the other things don't exist.
Prove otherwise.
Okay. He goes over to his little shrine and
There's 2 coins.
starts scrying away and
We cleaned up this guy's mess that he half completed on his rampage of murdering people.
yeah,
Oh, no, your completely justified self-defense rampage. I gotcha.
And yeah, he's
There's an illusion of Halo.
Very nice.
Even after about 2 minutes, he sort of gets up and shuffles through this little case of coins and comes over with these golden coins in his hands and starts putting one down in each of your hand. You guys have done exceptionally well. There are upsetting points, like jumping to violence probably a little prematurely.
Rude.
Diving slightly into the barriers, but for the sake of information.
Rude.
I did great this time. I don't even know what you're going to criticize me for.
Harboring, well, not harboring, so trying to harness powers that are much beyond you.
Excuse me, I'm a wizard, thank you.
And
Harnessing powers is kind of my thing.
but at the same time, I understand that you met Needhogger.
Oh, Skyblade! Skyblade. Yeah, we're like this. Me and Skyblade.
He has. Have a look at your book. Look at the cover.
What does this guy know about my book?
So he sees everything from that.
Then got that image. They had like the Yggdrasil cover and like the trees on top, the sort of the roots and the bottom. This is sort of not a feature you sort of noticed before, but on the bottom edge of the roots, it's sort of like wound in with this slightly. You can just see the shape of a dragon, sort of upside down, sort of chewing on the roots of the tree.
Those wacky gods. I don't know. Aren't we all their pawns? I guess.
Exactly that, yeah. That's right.
Even
the gods.
Even the pawns that make it to the other end of the board.
But even the gods are at the mercy of other gods.
Weird, man.
Everyone is someone else's boss.
So this is the first coin. Where's the second coin?
For what? This is.
For the you check your machine again. You're scrying. I'm sure you missed a bit of this.
I'm pretty confident of my vision.
Just like flipping the coin.
Yeah, you guys got a gold coin each to spend.
The gold is the special.
The gold is the best one.
So what was the? I can't remember what the breakdown was.
The basic one was if you were an item, it would basically be a +1, and it'd become like a +1 magic item. So you get a mundane item, make it into a +1 magic item. The second tier was a plus. If I remember right, it became a +1, but then also a special feature. And the gold one is makes it a +2 item and a feature.
What if it's already a magic item?
If it's already a magic item, then we start playing around with things.
Or you can get a mystery.
Or you can get the
Like you
mystery
did.
prize.
What's in the box?
It could even be a boat.
What's in the box?
The box. The box. Before we begin doing something, may I please requisition another rapier?
Yeah, that's easy on. Whatever they're worth on D&D Beyond, it's straight up. I think they're only like 10 gold to buy a weapon like that.
Looks too much. Yeah. And I'll use my.
You get a cool magic one.
What's I use my gold coin for? Because otherwise it's a random chance. Am I correct? If I do.
Because we can buy a magic one from the shop if we end up going to the shop at some point.
There are sculptures as well.
Huh?
There's sculptures as well.
Sculptures?
The
Cobalt
Cobalt
Yeah.
Emporium.
I don't want to tell you your business.
He kind of does.
It's kind of how we do.
Let me tell you all the things I know about business.
Actually, I'll just buy one and I'll use my gold coin on my rapier.
The one
My current magic one.
that's the
Silent.
The vampire one?
It's the one that has the
Vampires.
lifesteal once per day.
okay. And is just already just +1 as a
I
current stats.
am trying to check my internet keeps doing odd things. It's closing down the browser. Oh, I see it. My thing's decided to do a bunch of updates. It's exciting.
He probably wants.
So silence.
Oh, you can
I think it's
do
+1. I think it's green.
Remember, it's already pretty magic.
It's not green. It's not like
Yeah, I think it was.
It's not like Whisper. I don't think he gave me that. Like I think I
You
made.
were like
Oh,
Is that
okay.
right?
It was a
I
plus
thought you were
one.
only
If you,
going
put
to
it, if
keep
you
changing
use
your
gold
two.
coin, it will go up to a plus 2.
Yep,
It's not going to
that's
make it a
true.
plus 3.
I
That's
recommend-
fucking crazy talk. But it will go up to a plus 2, and then it'll gain an additional thing on top of it.
Cool. No, I'll do that. And if you want to create create it, give it to me. Now we'll make it.
Well, it's not even a case of creating it. I'll literally just edit the one you've got currently.
Okay, cool. Yep.
You
So I'll
can
use
make
it on
your-
that one. Then make it.
You can make your thing a plus 1. You're so much shit.
Hello. And pocket.
You're a tiny little
I have
like
pockets.
monk walking around in a robe with a giant ass backpack full of like clanking with things.
I also have a lot of pockets.
Picturing you like one of those
Pockets
one-man
all the way down.
bands.
Pockets go all the way
They're like drums and cymbals hanging off the back of a giant backpack.
I'll be very poppin' theme. It's the guy, the one man band guy.
He's got like car horns strapped between his knees.
That would explain the fun of that.
You juicing up your magic sword.
No, yeah, try and buy another one.
I think it gets a little silly. Roderick's already a plus 2 with an awesome effect. Trying to make that more magic seems hat and hat.
Plus one intimidation, plus 2 nature, and the struggle.
Okay. So it goes up to a plus 2. It also gains Dispel Magic on hit. So it essentially has.
I can stop. Actually, I'll save us. Stab.
Oh.
I just feel that.
No!
I just got magic in your life.
Why? Now you can see all the oil.
Yeah, I'll tag it in there, but essentially, on hit, it will cast essentially a basic level of spell magic. So
Like Iris.
yeah, this is essentially what I'm going for. It's basically a dispelling sword. Cool. And
It's
the
triple focus on things.
so yeah, you'll basically it'll be cast as like, at third level. So yeah, essentially you will roll a DC check when you do it to be able to, for it to go off, but the DC will be 10 plus the spell level that you're trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
Unless it's a third level or below, which just
Automatically does it.
that's not
Bore as fuck.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
This is gold coin territory, friends. I'll just quickly.
It's the good shit.
Okay, who's next?
There you go.
You go and still.
Give me a magic item, friend.
Magic item.
I don't really have any other magic things to juice up aside from Roderick, and I kind of want to get like a magic book or something. But
You're gonna go the random.
yeah, I'll get a random. Wheel of Morality. Turn. I still got a hat.
That's kind of cool.
That wasn't cool.
You can wear a hat.
Ryan, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool because I don't want it if it's not gonna be cool.
Like I said, this
Last
is,
time I got a hat,
just remember,
everyone made fun of my hat.
it could be cool.
Shut up.
Actually, speaking of such, did you add an item to the thing, Ryan? I was looking at items. There's an item in there called Wondrous Fedora.
Yeah.
Fedora?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
I roll a d20. I got 4.
You explode.
No, it's just the right choice.
The right choice.
This is the right choice. This is the right choice for Leo. He wants things. He likes things. He can sell things.
When he sells fake
Yeah, no, that's why this is his whole bag. He's like, get magic items I can clean up. Well, you chumps just giving them out for shooting people. This is dumb.
fantasy cards go where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
That's my favorite thing that you said.
Okay. So
Again.
you get this ornate bottle. It's kind of like one of those the large bulbous end and like thin, long neck to it. It's got a kind of that sort of shape. That sort of shape, yeah. And the top has got the like a crystalline stopper in the top. It's got a strap just sort of binding the stopper down onto the top.
What is it?
You open it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Explode.
What is it?
And well, you opened it?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd open it. Wait,
Yeah.
is he going to explain it to me? Would he explain it to me before?
Well, you sort of start like no, this is and you're about to pull the stopper. It's like, oh, and it's like quickly sort of slaps the stopper back in. So like, probably suggest you do that maybe outside, or at least not in here. This could actually, potentially cause a bit of a mess. Inside there.
Go on. I don't actually let go of the stopper at all.
There's a being inside that bottle.
You have to let him out then. This is cruel and unusual punishment.
No. He's perfectly comfortable. That is... No. Stop doing that. There's a being in there, like... Oh yeah, this is straight up a genie bottle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does he grant wishes?
Potentially.
Please explain.
Within that bottle is an Afridi. They're an odd one. They are quite powerful, but they are quite fickle in their sort of interpersonal relationships.
I'm sure we'll be fast friends.
I should certainly hope so. You have the potential. If it takes kindly to you, this could turn out to be really good.
Just wear your fedora.
Sold the fedora. All right, I'll strap the bottle onto my belt.
Yep.
I think when I was looking through the wondrous items on 5e tools, I think I might have seen something similar. I assume I'm going to get some
In your
rules
inventory.
when I check my inventory.
Either way, it's cool.
So I could either enchant my Truth of Intimidation and 18
Thank you.
shrubberies, or enchant my horn, or enchant my flute,
Right.
or get a one beside, or mystery eye.
At some point, you have to do some research on your pamphlet and the little art as well.
It sends people to sleep.
That's what you've seen to do.
Multiple mystery or mystery eye.
No.
Or cheeky cheek. I do like the cheek. Mystery eye.
Ooh, not doing the tooth. I thought I was going to have to start looking up.
I thought so too.
And I'm gonna regret this. Do I have to roll anything? That's normally a bad sign.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What?
Go for it.
Oh. 7.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll definitely alright. Don't be worried about it.
Narrow consult.
Oh
You
my!
did a death.
Do you know what the Afridi can do?
Yeah.
Is that like just in the monster manual thing? Should I not know what the Afridi can do?
Yeah, would be right. There's only a 10% chance that that's going to be an issue.
No, but like the 80% chance is it will serve me for 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it can do for 1 hour. Can it like fuck motherfuckers up?
Is it grant wishes like a real genie?
That's the other 10. That's the other good 10%.
Yeah.
You can essentially get 3 wishes.
Ooh.
I'll take those or just one use or.
It's okay. It explains it. I roll a d100.
Yep.
On a 1 to 10. So I said, okay, I roll a d10.
Yeah.
On a 1, it attacks me.
Good bad.
On a 11 to 90, it serves me for 1 hour, and it will only do that 4 times. Wait, no, it'll only do it 3 times. On the 4th time, it doesn't do anything. And on a 91 to 100, if Freddy casts the wish spell 3 times for you, it disappears when it grants a final wish for after 1 hour.
That seems pretty good.
This is baller as fuck. Hmm?
Looking for that 100.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what spell. What wishes? What? He wants to be a lich, Ryan. He wants to be a lich. That's a thing that people want to do with wishes now, apparently.
Yep, that is the thing that people want to do with wishes.
In the other game, we got a deck of wonder.
I wish I would.
In the other game, we got like the deck of many things, and they got the 3 wishes. They're an evil wizard.
Yeah.
And they said they were going to use them. They were going to try and figure out how to become a lich. But he's got 3 wishes. He's just holding, and he's evil.
I'm surprised you didn't hang on to it for so long.
I think he's being too like thoughtful and tactical with it. I think he should have just done a thing. Leland would probably just get like a really nice ham sandwich.
You basically the
Turkey's
coin
a
does
little dry.
light up area thing, and it lights up this one area, and in the corner it's this roll of fabric. About sort of the roll is like about yay sort of round, about yay tall, leaning up against it, sort of leaning sort of slightly crooked in the corner.
I have to carry this.
It is taller than you.
Yes.
You sort of go up next to it and sort of grab it and you're like, what is this?
Just unspool it.
Well, you start unspooling it. It's thick.
So So am I.
You roll it out. It is an ornate rug.
Cool. Did I get a magic carpet?
You got a couple of flying.
It's got a very like Arabian Nights.
It went there,
vibe.
didn't it?
Oh no. Caitlin has got the whole new world.
Now we get a monkey.
Am I too far?
We can tame a monkey. I have a ring. We can put a monkey.
Oh god.
A little bit.
Yeah, couple of flying. I'll add it to your inventory.
Damn, son.
Swing you over my shoulders.
Hey, you guys got gold level stuff. This is meant to be good stuff.
I mean, sure, I can teleport. Okay.
Is it a carpet of flying? Is that like just it can fly all the time, or has it got like day limitations or something? 'Cause that's really cool if it's just fly.
Cool thing, you can speak the carpet's command word as an action to make the carpet hover and fly. It moves according to your spoken directions.
Oh no!
I didn't really forgot about that part. Provided that you're within 30 feet of it. This carpet is 3 feet by 5 feet. Just that the height that I was talking about. It has a flying speed of 80 feet. It can carry up to 400 pounds, but its flying speed becomes 40 feet if it's carrying over 200 pounds.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
You have a carpet of flying.
Carrying a rug.
You could possibly train it to visual tones instead of words if you want to do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Just looking at what an Efreet does.
Oh, you're looking at it now, eh?
It's got 200 hit points, guys.
Okay.
This thing's gonna
When
fuck
we,
me. This thing's gonna fuck me up.
Man, don't roll that one.
That 1 to 10, yeah. They look baller as fuck too.
When we were sorting out all that contraband in rock, did we keep any of those bags of holding?
Yeah,
Very
got the back.
important.
You got.
I need something to go with my rug in so I can carry it.
Put it in this bag of holding, I'll look after it.
I'm the one with the command words.
Where do you guys want to head to next?
And I have never stolen from the party.
This is very false, yeah.
Oh shit. It's good.
Oh, you're more than welcome to activate the speaking command for you.
Finger over my shoulder.
This always just carries.
Everywhere we go, just carrying a rug.
Always moving house.
Hey,
You guys start heading sort of out of the quartermaster.
You can throw the back on if you want.
And Neve sort of stops a little bit ahead of you. It's like,
Dies. Oh, what did they get with their gold coins?
she's like, how do you guys keep doing this? We all nearly died multiple times in the last 2 days.
Puppet shrugs.
I have to keep doing this.
I died multiple times in the space of 2 days all the time.
In fact, if I don't die at least once, I actually die.
I've been swallowed by a giant worm.
Haven't we
I've had a
Well, you haven't.
I've had a creature take over my brain and fuck with my perception of the world.
Been there.
No, I don't know what that's like at all.
We lost Leland in the Leyland travels.
I roll up one of my
That happens all the time.
my little herb secrets. Go, welcome to the big city, kid.
You've been turned into a werewolf.
I gotta tell you, I have an idea in my head of Hana being French. So bourgeoisie and boring.
Of course, I turned into a werewolf.
It's a Widowmaker thing a little bit, I think, but just like there's a very just
What
the
is it?
angry woman smoking
What's
a
that?
cigarette.
The comedian guy locally that does the snooty fucking French guy. And it's like must.
Sure.
I've seen him a few times. I
But
can't
that could be my character.
It's just
I suppose stuff he says like I just barely tolerate your existence in a French accent.
yeah.
That's the image I had.
You click it.
He's an Australian comedian, but he does this French character. He's got like a little suit. He's always drinking wine and on stage. He's just a stand-up comedian. It's like Marcel. Is the character name.
You want a French
He's
accent
exactly-
character?
It's
Roll
exactly
with it.
that character. It's so funny.
I'm always up for accents. I regret deeply not doing an annoying Cockney accent for Leland the whole time.
Still can.
some time.
Fine. Retcon.
But yeah, and he's like, I don't know if I can keep on doing this. This is crazy.
Honey,
What you guys?
Sure you can. You've murdered things really well all this time.
You guys are doing a job here. I'm just tagging along for the experience, and so far the experience is nearly killed me. I like you all, but but I appreciate living more. This is harsh, but I think I'm gonna have to go. But if you guys could,
well, honey, no one is keeping you here.
I love this already. This is so good.
Leland's like, oh, if you're going, I'm leaving too. Yeah. I could do that, right?
Sure, you have places to go.
It's like, wait, where are you going?
Damn, son. Some shade just got thrown in here.
I was expecting the Philly going with her. I'm just like preempting that. Go, I'm going with her too.
Nothing was not elsewhere.
Just like anybody gonna stop me? You know, the people that are holding the chain that I'm supposed to be still on book release.
So where is Miss Amy?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But yeah, so she's like, if you guys could quickly help me like set up this halfway home. But essentially she's requesting to have you guys help her set up the ley line so she can jump home.
Sure. We can get.
Yeah,
her
we'll
home.
miss you.
Does that mean we have to travel to the forest? Oh, thank God.
Oh God.
That's essentially just like set up the pathway, open up the portal, and let her step
I'll just
through.
like push.
We don't have to go back to that. No, we can definitely help.
And
Where are you going, sir?
essentially, you do that. I know it's a little unceremonious, but at this point, but
That's it.
Have to resolve dangling plot potion.
you get partway through, partway further down the
Farewell, Sherry.
and Finley's like, I need to.
Go back to my home planet.
I need to spend some time clearing my conscience again. Shit's gotten dark.
Maybe you should learn some healing spells.
On that, probably yes. Like, I feel I've diverted from the path. A lot of anger, a lot of stuff going on.
Anger is good. Anger
No.
is constructive.
Not from my order. It's
What is your order?
It's the first time I've ever heard Joey sound
a Big Mac and large fries.
So I didn't serve that swill here. It's a Le Royale with cheese.
The fries are just regular.
They're not French fries, they're just fries. We are in France. Yeah. Essentially, Finley's like, I'll check back in with you guys from time to time, but in the meantime, he's like,
If we ever need healing, we shall never see you.
I'm so sold on this French accent, it's so good. He's like, he looks at you and is like, I'll give you this, and he hands over the Arcane Star, which is that little crystal.
Oh, the charging.
What's that?
The spell slot thing. It's like,
You only have 3.
No.
this one I think.
This is like Leland would be like that regardless. Don't worry.
Here's this little I found.
Against my best judgment, I think you should look after this, and he hands over the puzzle box.
Yes. I mean,
And then
I this is such an honor.
And I've got to look at the rest of his beard too. I've got these
things to show you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do.
I'm not subtle with that reference, am I? I'm trying to remember what the last one is going to hand off to you. Can't remember.
It's like a bottle, right? The courage.
No, it's the time turner, the blood pendant thing.
The trade helps with
That was it.
Stab somebody with it.
So I'll basically distribute those out at a later point and basically get those gifts off his character and onto yours.
As they leave and we're walking away, Leland's like, I'm gonna really miss Niche and Finnegan.
I too will miss those people you mentioned.
Alright.
I like to, when I feel sad, I like to go shopping.
Yeah, it was
Just
a
happens to pop out outside.
Yeah, you guys like got $2,000 each, burning holes in your pockets. If you want to head to,
We'll go purchase a Finley replacement kit,
So like a bunch of potions.
but like potions that damage you, like bottles of water.
Oh, so actually replacing Finley, not
because Finley was just hydration.
Yeah.
But yeah, you make your way down. I'm assuming you want to do Kobold Emporium.
What is some Kobold Emporium?
Is there like a moment that Leland can slip away and maybe like shower?
You can take a break if you want. Yeah, but essentially you guys. Yeah, it's a good point. You guys haven't really had a proper break, really.
As youth rough, I'll go.
Like I know I look fresh and everything, but this takes some work. I gotta go and.
Just before
We'll
say we'll meet up like at the front bit in a couple of hours and whatnot.
Yep.
Just before we split up, I'll just assume I don't know what you're doing.
He'll wander off.
You want off? I'd be interested to know where you actually went.
So would I? Just portals, man. What are you gonna do?
And stuff.
I know you're not telling me the whole story.
And I'm not going to.
It's okay. I'll find out sooner or later. Sleep well.
Just showering session, yeah. Sleep well in the shower. Don't look around.
Gets in the shower like sleeping, like leaning as well.
Sleep well, thank you. I genuinely meant it.
See, we're all friends again.
Why does everyone think I am sarcastic?
It is how you say, so boy.
Nothing is such a sweet.
Okay, you guys meet up at the front. Yes. Unless you got something you want to do.
I want to talk to Captain Guy.
Yep.
Captain Bane.
Yeah, Captain Guy.
I like Captain Guy. Captain Guy's good.
Captain Guy.
I have to catch up on this new one. Yeah, I'll go see if he's free or has an appointment slot available on his busy schedule of sitting behind his desk.
He's actually sort of walking through the bullpen at the time, but you managed to catch his attention.
Slink in next one. Just like, not there 1 minute, then there the next.
He's like, ugh.
Standing reaction.
Yeah. Do you have a minute to talk?
I love the new voice. That's in character.
Well, there's always been my voice. Yeah, sorry, mate.
Go back.
Too far. Downgrade.
Too colonial at that point. Go.
I'd like to talk about improving my sister's current condition.
What do you have in mind?
I've been good. Been very good. So good. Lies are fun. She's currently trapped away in the formative years of her throughout development. It's not very good on her lungs and physique. Better conditions.
From what I understand, the dungeons are kind of similar to home for you.
It's not true. We have wide open caves. Large, glorious underground cities with plenty of space. I have concerns that the jailer may or may not be taking out frustrations that I was the one that got away. My dear sister, I guess I have been in good faith.
But, okay.
Is there something we could do to have more of a house arrest arrangement?
That's out of the question. Can't get her off the level of Bob's level. Bring her up higher into some of the more comfortable.
All that white collar crime cells.
That's what we're looking.
You stole $4 billion and ruined 60 billion people's lives? 6 months.
6 months.
Is that TV?
But, yeah, we could bring her up a couple levels, basically have her on the cruisier level.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah, been proving resourceful, but resourceful in our benefit as much as yours.
Of course.
I understand entirely that your loyalty is bought. As
A drow wouldn't have it any other way.
and the payment plan will continue essentially.
Thank you. Oh, I think I better roll. It was an 18, like, thank you, then to kind of sneak away again. Anyway, well, what the?
There you go. So yeah, she'll be shifted up into better, but still prison accommodations.
I will also clean up.
Conan does care about something we don't know
that
about.
neither you know.
Damn it!
Fuck all about.
Ah.
Yeah. So you guys all meet up at the sort of the front doors of headquarters, the church, that whole building.
What time of month is it? You said it for a couple sessions ago.
It's about partway through the
I saw
lunar
it
cycle.
sometime. Okay.
It's at I think 14th. I think is what the point I'm talking about.
I'm a drow werewolf in Paris.
You head through to basically the nearest marketplace that you can find. Getting somewhat.
We've got to use the card.
That's right.
You start. So actually, who's looking around first, or who's trying to find Skelson's tents?
I guess I will, unless someone else has
Investigation.
a thing. Is that a good thing that I have? Okay. Natural 20.
Okay.
It is the, how you say, critical.
It's right here in my shoe.
Yeah, so you find it pretty much no issue whatsoever.
Connect with us.
You basically head in first, followed by, I guess you guys are the one that wandering in the
Yeah.
north.
Yeah, commerce, trade, the wheels of business.
So we'll deal with you first.
Capitalism.
What sort of items are you
Gezerick,
looking
city
into?
on the grow.
Trickle down economics. I am looking for a red DR and potentially some anti-scrying magic or something I can use to.
Anti-scrying.
Yes.
Usually it's the other kind, scrying.
It normally is. Though we're constantly being spied on.
That's a good point. We need a magic item that finds magical daggers. Do you have a magical dagger finder?
Magical dagger.
Yes. Does that matter? Just any magical dagger is really what we're finder. No, I'm not looking to buy a magical dagger. Slow down. Slow your roll here, Skelter. Just look. Calm down.
Look, everyone here's got to calm the fuck down.
Yeah. Okay. Hold that thought. We'll do this one first.
Hold that real dumb thought. I'm not sure.
I was the dagger when I thought there was more daggers.
So you're looking for
Gun that fires
That's
knives.
actually-
A gun that fires knives.
sword chucks.
Just as dangerous to the user as to the enemy.
Alright, let's find you a good rapier.
Couldn't find a rabbit. I found a great sword that you can't use.
You could use it,
That's true, could.
unless it has a strength requirement. So sometimes do.
Strength isn't bad.
13.
Really good.
Some of the stuff, like I know the stuff that does say requires so much strength. I think 13 is the cutoff for.
The fact that I can hit up these is because I use my dex.
Yeah.
If I use my strength, that would do split fuck all, except shouting encouragement to the enemy.
I'm a bard.
Like we got this.
That's hilarious. I do love that. That is just amazing.
We got the problem in the other game. We got a ranger, a ranged fighter, and a wizard. None of them have any strength. So my cleric, who's a dwarf, has to do all the strength checks because he's the only character who can put any points into strength. Everybody else has negative strength.
I love it.
So everybody else went Dexy characters. And like, all right, well my strength 13. I guess I'm the one moving this giant rock. Cool. Cool.
I rolled a 2. That makes that a 3.
Yeah, but I looked at it and I'm going to put his strength up at the next level up anyway because that means I can get plate
If
armor.
it's uneven, there's a lot of feats that I was looking at the other day. They have the you get this extra benefit plus +1 to strength, so you get
Yeah.
the 40 +2, which is the big thing. But you also get feat, so rather than going to +2, you're just getting +1 and
Yeah.
+1. You get the extra ability modifier plus you get something cool.
I like that. It's sort of like they make the not as good feats also have that to go with it, so you're not wasting a.
Yeah, so it's still like something useful, like a bandage and strength check, so they're not super string, like stocky, so you get that.
A lot of the ones like you can use heavy armor, and it gives you like a point of strength as well.
So it's the armor bonus and the resistance, like when you're wearing heavy armor, you get like -3 damage and stuff like that, which is like sounds kind of small, but like a big fight's pretty good.
There wasn't any feats that sort of made sense for Leland, unfortunately.
There's a few sneaky ones I don't look at, like small armor.
There's some like the ones that are good for spells end up being really like it doesn't seem like spell sniper is one of the ones that's good for, and it just means you can cast spells at an extremely long distance. It's like the contours of the game don't end up being where that happens. So
Okay, she comes up with this one sword. It is
Now sword.
sword, S word.
I want a rapier, sorry, I don't want that.
She holds it out and she's like, she's very low. She's sitting in the scabbard and she sort of holds it up to you. It's like, be very careful of them, particularly sharp.
Keen, you might say. No, I wouldn't.
Are you keen?
as must be.
Show them
Yes.
the scene.
This one here.
Somebody told Leland, be careful, this sword is sharp. He would have such a time with that. Like, oh, the sword is sharp.
I said particularly sharp.
Heavens! I wasn't expecting that.
This will make a very bad club.
on a good hit, this will take limbs off in single hits.
That sounds like something good lie.
I'm guessing it'll be a little bit interesting.
Additionally, it can be used as a light source.
Well, that's interesting.
At your command.
Oh, good.
Does she know she's
I can
going
be
to a job?
inconvenienced at my own command. That's what I always wanted.
But yeah, what we're looking at is the sword of sharpness. On a crit, it deals an additional 14 slashing damage. You roll another d20. If you roll 20 again, you lop off limbs, entire limbs.
Oh, so that's kind of cute. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm too.
You can. You
Can.
sure still can.
Not-
He's got a whole bunch of fucking dice to make sure he rolls 20s.
Got a system.
Yeah. This one here, she's like, we're looking at about 1500 for this one here. And it is it's essentially a +2 rapier with that additional benefit.
Cool. Let's get the benefit and negative.
The negative is not like whenever you're flying it around. It's literally, in addition, you can speak the sword's command word to cause the blade to shed light in a 10-foot radius.
My command would be, I wish to be fucked over.
Careful what you make that command word, because you're like, I wish I would be a fucked over. Oh god damn it!
My wish come true!
Oh wow, level spiked.
Excellent. What about a device that can stop scrying magic?
That's gonna take some fun. And now character, let me deal with that. And I'll do that one, but I will find what I can find. But that's gonna take some looking.
I guess,
Then
like,
we can-
in case we're not expecting something that's permanent, like something's got a limited use, like something like that. I don't know.
But yeah.
I guess I'm not sure what the
Let
power
me
scale
do
is.
some
But yeah,
research on
we'll
this
see.
one. So this is part of the reason why I was like, if people knew what they're going to be shopping for, give me a heads up. So
No, I didn't like. It wasn't until I got reminded about the scrying
Yeah,
kit.
yeah.
I was like, that is something I have to address quickly before I proceed with anything else.
Essentially, we'll deal with the actual transaction
That's
over,
cool.
over the next week, but essentially your transaction is sort of done, and yeah.
Look, I like this sword. I will buy this sword. However, it does have a downside.
You're not a fully satisfied customer.
I'm not particularly excited by the light command. I would still like to purchase.
No.
Talk persuasion. I have a persuasion thing on my sheet. Oh, it's just a 10 to see if I can
Oh,
Turn it down.
we got up the repeat customers, the cards. 1500 goes down to it'll be 1350 with discount.
Is your regular?
Sure.
But essentially, like I'll end up doing a package deal for the two things, which we'll do afterwards.
Cool.
See, a magic sword, it's sort of like it pays for itself in time.
It's an investment.
You gotta spend money to make money.
I
off
guess
the
just tell me how
damn
much
people
both things
with
would cost and
magic
we'll sort it
swords.
out.
Yeah, we'll work that out. But yeah, I'll have to do some looking to find.
And look,
something
I guess
that's
if
and I'll
because we're going to deal with that just out of session. Like if it's going to be, oh, there's this thing which going to cost X dollars might have that money and we'll sort that later.
Yeah, we'll work all that on chat and make that call there.
Yeah.
Alright.
And will you add that sword into my thing?
I'll sort that out. Because I'll have to modify it slightly to make sure it actually.
What are you looking
handles
for,
that.
Hobbit? A book.
A book. What sort of book? We have books, and she's like pointing over to this pile of like old wizards.
Hobbit's just going to run over and play with the books.
Okay. So going through the books, there are several sort of just scholarly tomes. There is a couple of actual wizard spell books that have got all the bits and pieces scrolled in. There are there's just like scroll cases and scrolls and everything that they like. There's also there is a couple of books that are just devoted to tales of heroic deeds.
Great brand person.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm playing a bit of this.
I just know like a couple of ways to forge documents and I can say so and so from some way. I can't like mimic something that they know but I can like rate my identity.
Yeah.
And it's completely legit and they have no reason to doubt it unless given.
I've got a similar, because I like the Charlotte in the background gives you a similar thing to that, but that's more just making documents and stuff. I think it's. Yeah. I'm imagining yours probably is a little bit more.
Okay, but it's like forging on documents. Like,
are there any
I can
instruments?
do a complete transformation type thing.
That's cool.
Bring it. Instruments, like musical instruments. Alright, you just work on that as well.
You looking for a book to research your flute?
No, just go think about the world. There's a book.
Really?
It looks like cool. I like books. I have my own crew now. I'm a powerful wizard.
Whatever
book.
Whatever, Bob.
That's how it works.
I can't argue with that.
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion too.
Prestidigitate something.
Okay. The book and she pulls out this. It kind of looks like a sort of teardrop shaped sort of guitar sort of looking thing, and it's like this is imbued with a lot of bardic inspiration as far as goes around. Are you familiar with playing instruments, bardic instruments? Okay. This has capacity of casting magical abilities.
Ooh.
Things like flying for a short turn, curing wounds, protecting from evil. There's quite a few bits pieces in there.
Instruments can have more than one magical effect.
Sorry?
Instruments can have more than one magical effect.
So no, this one here has for an action you can play the instrument and cast one of its spells: fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from good and evil, cure wounds, dispel magic, or protection from energy.
It's like a bard in a box.
Yeah, that has to be attuned to a bard and can only be played by that bard. Or if someone else tries to play it, they take psychic damage.
Touch another man's axe. Captain Puppet's mandolin.
Get the one in the pen box in the book.
This one here, again, we'll be looking at the.
What is it? That's in character. Leland's like looking over your shoulder. What are you looking at?
Are you grabbing one of the wizard book, or is this one of the random manuals of the
One of the random novels.
novel? Okay, the novel is just we're talking just like a standard book. There's nothing magical or anything like that. It's just like
I don't know what spells in wizard books.
you.
I don't know what spells in wizard books.
Oh yeah, she's just grabbing a wizard book.
Well, no, I don't know what they do.
So for the
spells from the book.
instrument, you're looking at 1400. That's including the discount. And you grab that. So you just got
Just
$1,400.
nice hotels and stuff. So like, you walk into that bathroom
and
and the toilet will start beeping and making noise and bending up and turning on, just going, it's too much fucking pressure. I just want to have a shower and the toilet starts singing to me.
Oh, is this in Japan?
Yeah.
Oh god, the toilets are crazy. You sort of like you've done your bit of shopping and you're like at this point you're like kind of bored of waiting for everyone and look, head out.
Hobbit's gonna press the dictate the symbol of mandolin on the cover of his book.
Okay, nice. You can do that. Lilith.
Skelter, how have you been?
Business has been good lately.
Look. Is that a new dress?
Yeah,
I like it.
Started.
It's a good color on you.
Started trading in the bit more of the colours of my folk.
Yes. No, I get that. I'm a big fan.
You're also wearing the clothes in your book.
Oh my God.
And
Oh.
Like, what can I do for you?
Just while Poppet was looking over the books and Leland was peering over his shoulder, I just wanted to see if any of the books there looked familiar in a tome-like fashion. Any of them look like they stand out and be similar to... I'm looking to see if there's any of the books, the book books.
Of your book.
My book books. If Skelter happened to have gotten any in this.
No.
Okay. No, look, I know, I'm not trying to game that. That's just, it's what he would do. So.
Yeah. There's nothing there that sort of jumps out looking like the design of your book there. There is one book that's sort of got that same sort of red, scaly flesh binding that you saw, one of the other ones you saw in that library.
Hell yeah.
That does sort of jump out at you.
Ah!
You lose 2 levels.
I just got 2 levels.
You lose all your fucking levels.
You die. The jump caves in, you die. The book kills you.
It was worth it!
Madeline.
Cheeky bastard. The book eats you. I have a look at the book. I sort of pull it off the shelf and sort of...
Okay. The book you got there...
So bad.
You got comprehend languages, don't you?
I do.
Actually,
No, I got rid of
never mind. You open up the book. It's a fairly heavy one. As you sort of touch it, it's like it's not scales. It looks scaly, but it's not scales. They're not hard. They're not chitinous. They're not anything like that. It's kind of more like ridged skin that's been pulled taut over like a wooden frame to make a book covering. But this is not leather off a creature that you're sort of familiar with.
Neat.
Unless you want to go for an intelligence check.
No.
Okay. You're not familiar with. You open it up.
What's a book?
We're looking at the this is some leather craft stuff at the moment. It's like hand
What's a battle?
You open it up. At first, the writing inside is just this scroll of random text. Kind of looks very sort of primal, very very early language sort of look. But it's sort of focusing on it for a while. The images start to, the scrolling, the font, the text starts to sort of reposition and worm its way, almost like the movement of sort of tentacles and so forth, across the ink. It sort of repositions into common.
That doesn't surprise Leland anymore. Books do weird shit.
You start reading through, and it's a manual about the 9 hells. It's about the different layers of it and how to survive within them, how to deal with the choking sulfur and the bitter cold, depending which level you're in. Each of them are horrid. The first
Slams will close boring.
The first level of the 9 hells is frosty. It is frozen all the time. Then later levels down, it's like sulfurous. It's the 9 hells. None of them are pleasant.
Yeah.
That book, if read well, would potentially increase your survivability. Would you like to survive? Sorry, I was trying to go black books here. What was that? He's the guy like trying to buy something. He's like,
I like take this over. This. How much for this one? I guess.
That one. That'd be 1,000 with your discount.
Yeah.
For the record, it's a manual of bodily health. It'll increase your con score.
If my con score increases, my hit points go up as well.
Essentially, as you level up, you get more. It'll increase your con score by 2.
Which would increase your 8 HP, which your best thing.
I'm actually not too fussed about that. That is cool though.
Yeah.
I just like.
I didn't think it was something that you'd go for, but this is something that.
Yeah, no, but I do like the image of Leland like sort of negging some of the things in the store, just being like, yeah, I guess that's okay.
I also didn't think it was something that this is not probably something that you particularly want. This is an interesting call.
Yeah, no, like that. I'm down with this.
Yeah.
This is very cool. Like I did like the reading about the 9 hells of just being like, Leland's not going to hell.
And Scott's is like, That is probably the most true thing that has been said in this room tonight.
Trying to think of a funnier thing.
So, anything particular you are chasing then?
Look, I recently had something of a near-death experience, and I'm looking for something in a more protection, armory, magic-y sort of area. What have you got? Show me what you got in a magic-y. Like, I'm not an armor wearer, you know what it's like. There's fashion considerations to go on here. But what have you got in some braces or some cloaks? That sort of gear.
What are you trying to do? Trying to dodge faster, or soak damage, or not be seen?
Or more in the just not getting hurt sort of thing.
Not getting hurt.
Not like getting hurt.
Who knows?
Yeah, just about to say that. Sorry, I'm just picturing instantly going, how much can you give me for this puzzle box?
It's just like I have rings and amulets just as basic protection. That's ring protection. That's just straight up.
Yeah.
Plus 1 AC, plus your dodgy stuff.
That's what Leland's all about.
To saves the world. If you want to, this one might be a little bit more your style. It may not sort of protect you so much if they get hold of you, but this could help prevent getting held of.
No one will ever
pulls out
hunt
this
you
sort of,
again.
pulls out this cloak, and it's stitched. It's one of those short cloaks, one of the ones that only comes down about this far down the back.
Squatty.
It's the guy sort of matters.
Stitched into it is it's a dark one. Stitched
Full
into it.
cloak, man.
Stitched into it with silver thread is this spider web. It's like this is a cloak of arachnida. Gives you some of the perks of spiders. Ability to climb walls, resist poison, and maybe even create webs of your own.
Okay. that sounds cool.
It's essentially that. This one here is resistance to poison. Climbing speed is equal to your walking speed. You can move up, down, across vertical surfaces, upside down along ceilings, while leaving your hands free. You can't be caught in webs of any sort and move through webs as if they were difficult terrain. And you can use an action to cast the web spell. You can be Spoderman. While you're sort of like eyeing this over, you hear sort of the tent flaps open up.
It's a book that you did before.
Round two, motherfucker! Don't like me, I don't like you. Fuck you, buddy. I'm gonna give you some book learning. It's fundamental. You sort of.
Angry Book is a fun character.
You hear the noise as well, and there's two new patrons of walking. This is the first time you've seen anyone apart from your own party within the tent. One of them is a grizzled older dwarf. Most of his gear is pretty rough, with the exception of a pretty ornate shield slung across his back. The other one is a gnome. Sorry, no, not gnome. It's just you that killed it. I'm trying to remind me, man.
He's a halfling.
Yeah. Racist. Oh, I was correctly when yeah, sorry. There's a halfling.
Sorry, over, man. He's crossing the streams.
I'm crossing the streams. Halfling coming through with a pair of swords, swords on the belt, geared up with basic leathers not basic leathers, decent leathers. They walk in and sort of look a little bit, they're a little bit surprised that there's other people in here.
I don't know how I feel about other people singing.
I'll see them walk in and I'll elbow pop it and be like, watch it. Last time we saw a dwarf, they turned into a mind-controlling, shape-shifting insect thing.
Sadder?
No, just yet.
Ross is at the moment there is like, wait, Yes or no?
He'll fuck you up. Don't do that.
Bad plan. But she's like, this cloak.
How much for the cloak, Skelter? Give me a price. Give me a price. Give me a price.
This one here, it's a pretty good one. Let's say 1,400 with the discount as well.
Give me 1,200. Persuasion?
Yeah.
I didn't roll my guidance.
Did you have guidance on?
I didn't. But I've got a 21.
21.
21.
What did you offer? 1,200?
1,200. 1,200. Come on, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
50, and we can call it that.
Okay, but for 12.50, I want like the undercoating and the 90-day warranty cashback guarantee.
The warranties that's or it's part.
Don't you screw me, Skelter.
But she like wait one of the younger ones over and was like, hey, this out back, quick Scott's guard. Apparently he's going to get a stain.
Oh yes.
And they sort of like give you a bit of a look, you know, like scamper outside, out the back, and you just hear this.
Spell coat.
And I try to jog back in. They give you this cloak, and it's a little bit damp from whatever treatment they've given it.
How I like it.
I like it damp cloak.
Does it have like a hood, or is it just like a short?
It's one of the short cloaks with a hood section to it.
Is it? And it's like black with silver on it.
Yeah, sort of thread.
Don't all mine.
Baller.
It's in your colours.
It's literally actually in the description. I made the description off whole cloth, and then basically looked at the description they got here. Fine garment made of black silk interwoven with faint silvery threads. It was literally the description written there.
Nice. I'm just trying to think if there's any like more sort of minor thing that I wanted. Like I had like
Like a ring that improves your AC.
Sorry?
Like a ring that improves your AC.
This is a ring of protection, not about a ring of protection.
can I buy a ring of protection? What do you got a
ring
ring
of
of protection?
They are.
It's mine.
They're pretty pricey.
They are. Well, not in my world apparently, because I fucking undershot that price pretty badly in the other game.
I was thinking like just braces I just at some point. I figured so I get the
Well,
weapon.
I was looking through the magic items today, and there is a braces of protection as a thing, but they're baller as fuck.
Yeah.
It's one of those things because I was looking at it. Like I can get a thing where I can get mage armor as like an at-will spell.
Oh, nice.
So mage armor is 13 plus your dex, but you can't wear armor. But you can wear like
Still braces.
braces. So that's how you get good armor for the warlock.
Only thing I'll be doing while this is going on, I'll just be going to the nice clothing. What's the time?
Red.
Yeah. I'm just gonna buy some nice fine white gloves, some nice clothes. I guess something that a elven noble woman would wear.
Oh yeah, you can get some decent clothes for them. They're about 40 gold would be.
Yeah,
you
it
get
does
some
be-
pretty fine clothes.
Just buck up set to that and go cool.
Yep. Clothes in your inventory now.
Cool. That was 12.50.
Yep. And
take down the currency by 1,000.
now that you sort of concluded your shopping, you start sort of finishing up, and Skelter obviously starts to motion towards the newcomers into the tent. She's having probably one of her busier days in a while. So you guys start to head back out. As you near towards you pass the others and sort of, I don't know what you want to do. Nod or no, nothing. So you pass by
I'll
them.
glare at them.
As you get close to the exit of the tent, the flaps have opened back up again. Outside the flap, you see sort of bright light. You can't sort of make out anything at all. The flap closes again, and then now your eyes adjust to the room again. It's a gnome. The two others sort of turn and acknowledge him. He's got dark robes, wizardry sort of look, and as you still going past you, go for a bit of perception.
Ten.
You just give them sort of a bit of a physical look. Again, this is new people. You've not seen people in the tent before,
So you haven't seen people before.
and you sort of like don't think much of it. walking out the tent back into the market guest rec, it dawns on you at that point that you've seen their face somewhere before.
Is it crazy?
Now you don't know why. Like, it doesn't look like Craven. Yeah, really, because Craven is much older, like a good few decades. But you did notice a knife on their belt, curved blade, so they glass vial sort of in the hilt.
Yeah, you could.
And that's odd. You know, but
Point it out to these ones. It's gone.
You head back inside. It's Skeleton's stand again, but
yeah.
No one else is back in there again. Like, the three people that these three newcomers, they're not there. Even the layout of the shop is different. Like, it looks like there's some new stock there, some of the stuff that was there 5 seconds ago is gone. Like, and she's like, and Skeleton's sitting down, and so it looks up and he's like, oh, haven't seen you for a while.
Interesting. True.
Okay.
Can I help you with anything?
No, it's
Always appreciate the visits. See you again soon, I guess. And yeah, you head back out in the guest room.
Interesting.
I've been waiting for this moment the entire fucking game today.
So wait, it looks like Craven, but not as old, or just
So it's baby Craven. We went back in time.
Or-
I think yeah.
just-
I think
or
when you go to that
you-
thing, you have to some weird time thing. Like we go in there like different points in time. Obviously, Bill's coming through like a younger stage or something like. Yeah.
Early on.
Like one random thing.
Probably not the same timeline because that's already been established.
You could have stopped Hitler.
And I didn't.
But I'm happy to end there for the
For
night.
you.
I don't think Ross is happy for me to end there right now. I think it's just melted his brain.
Trying to work out how it works.
Thanks for doing as much killing as you've always done, Kevo.